So how many people were at your biggest show?
13,000.
13,000 people.
Yeah, man, and it was crazy, bro. It was.
That's 2009.
That's 2009. So it's two different things. So I did the 2 nights in a row. I ended up actually doing 5 years later, but at a venue called the Hackney Empire, which holds 2,600 people. So I did a Saturday and a Sunday. So that was 5 years after the O2, right? That was in 2015. So the O2 Arena was 2010. In 2009, I was doing the baby O2. It's called the Indigo O2. So it's inside the arena. You know the Indigo.
Yeah,
so it was inside the arena. So I did that twice in a row. And actually, during that 2009 era, 2008, 2009, the Indigo 2 wasn't really a performance venue. It was more of an after party venue.
Okay.
And they had actually lined it for the Michael Jackson concert. So that was going to be the after party for all 50 dates of Michael Jackson. Of course, Michael passed away. Those dates were freed. We went for them. They were like, why do you guys want to do a show? It was like, we want to do a comedy show there. And then they were like, are you sure you can sell this space? So yeah. And we did. We sold it out. Then we went to do another one 3 months later, sold that out. Then we thought, you know what? We had a fan base. We wanted to create, because we came from the sort of what they call the urban comedy scene in the UK.
Okay.
The black scene, which is still massive but never get the mainstream exposure.
Yeah.
We wanted to make some noise, so we went for the main arena. They didn't believe we could do it, and we did, and it's something. You know, I became the first Black British comedian to headline at the O2 Arena, and since then we haven't had any other. We've had Chris Rock has performed there. Kevin Hart, of course, has done it there, but we still haven't had a Black British comic to do it. And as a Congolese, it's something that I hold dear to my heart, because I feel like there's just some things you do that for me, it's not about being British. It is about being a young Congolese who came over here. My parents brought me over here, and it's something that I can give back to them as an honor and to my people, you know?
That's beautiful. And so how would you describe your style of comedy? Is it like Eddie Murphy style?
That's a good question. So my comedy is observational and educational.
Okay.
So I like to use the term edutainment. So I entertain and educate at the same time, and that really came from the passion and the hunger to break down stereotypes about being African. You know, growing up in this country, there was a lot of stereotypes and misunderstandings of being African, and a lot of people were being put off and just going back home, and they looked at us different, you know, the way we spoke and the food we ate and how we danced, and then we started to be convinced that we were lesser than. So then we were ashamed. We wanted to now fit in before the other cultures, you know, trying to be more British and sort of speaking like this, and you know, kind of staying away from speaking Lingala, your actual mother tongue and all that type of stuff, or dressing up a certain way, or knowing that you go to a Congolese church. You don't want people to know all that because they will see you lesser than. Not knowing, for years, these people have admired us. They've taken our cultures. They've had fun with it, my bro. So for me, I realized, after a while, when I realized the trick, I said, I'm not scared of you guys. I know what you're after. I know what it is. So I started educating, not just those people who work for my culture, but those people from my culture who were shying away. So by educating them and letting them know that actually, we are excellent. Actually, our culture has taught the world, and it will continue to teach the world. This is why Africans talk like this. This is why we're so passionate. And just make it in a very funny way. And then, you know, you kind of go deeper and say the differences between a West African and an East African or Central African. And even in West Africa, the difference between a Nigerian and a Ghanaian, because the idea is that Africa, as much as I look at Africa as borderless, we still are a continent with many different types of people on there, many different cultures.
Yeah. And
a lot of people will go, I used to have one of my jokes where I'm in school when I first came to the UK, and one of these kids, let's call him Billy. Billy will come to me and he say, yo, so Ed, mate, so what? You're African, yeah? Yeah. He said, well, can you speak African? I said, what the hell is African as a language? What do you want me to speak a cocktail of different languages? That's not how Africa works. I had to start breaking down. You know, I explained to you, Africa is not a country, it's a continent. You have Ghana.
54 countries, 2,000 languages.
Bro, and in the UK, the majority of the Africans are from West Africa, Ghanaians and Nigerians. And the difference between a Ghanaian and a Nigerian is Nigerian, people, when they speak, I like to use the word passion. A Nigerian will speak like, if you saw a Nigerian from afar, this is what I saw one time. There was no noise. A Nigerian woman and a Nigerian man having a conversation. This is what the Nigerian man would do. When I got close, I realized, I thought this man was about to beat up his woman. Kaysha, no. This Nigerian man was being romantic. It's the words that came out of his mouth. I realized the accent is different, the passion is different. His wife's name was Funke. He said, Funke, oh my God, after 35 years, look how wonderful you still look. I will never divorce you. Hey, nobody is prettier than my woman. If I divorce you, I must be mad. That's when I realized this Nigerian man was being romantic. But then you look at the Ghanaian people, they're a bit more softly spoken. Ghana was actually the first sub-Saharan country to gain independence. They don't like trouble. They were like, please, just leave, take whatever you want. But when Ghanaian people speak, they speak like they do it a cappella, like karaoke. Ask the Ghanaian for directions. Oh, how do I get to Lisbon? Okay, so you want to get to Lisbon. And what you want to do is you go straight. And you keep going straight. A roundabout to a Ghanaian is the longest thing in the whole world. When you get to the roundabout, you fall asleep. So I will break it down to people, make it fun. Show that there's differences, Then I talk about being Congolese. I said, Congolese people, we dance like, we're ready for war. Because of our civil war for years. When a Congolese man dances, he's looking for the last enemy. The last guy who wanted to try it to him. So when the eyes are open, he's just ready. He's already warning you before it's time. You understand? And it's fun. So my, I'm very animated, but I'm really all about culture. In this country, they know me as the African comedian, and I take that with pride. And it's crazy. When I go to Africa, they see me as the British comedian, which is crazy.
Yeah.